Starts within organization. Again, WalkingLogo, what we do is we go inside of the institutions for 52 weeks, work with these guys, 5 different modules: parenting, cognitive behavior therapy, financial literacy, employment readiness, and small business and entrepreneurship. Now, today was a special day. Today what we have been able to do is introduce the population, this group of guys, to an individual that I believe is just powerful. And what he was able to go over them with is real estate and how to go about purchasing a home. Antonio Reece, he owns Reece Reality, and he is going to go into, you know, what he covered with the guys today and his experience with the population. So, Antonio Reece.
You know what, thank you. Starts within organization. It was just a wonderful privilege. It's an honor. Probably one of the realest presentations I've ever done. So thank you for that. Had a humbling experience to be able to teach individuals about real estate, obviously how to purchase a home, the differences of HUD, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, those entities. We talked about investment properties and what investment opportunities look like. But what was so powerful is that these individuals were hungry. They were just soaking up almost pretty much everything that I said, and just asking a lot of questions. They were so engaged. Once again, it was a very, very humbling experience. It was good to be able to give what I had. I'm drained right now, but I'm so full from what those guys brought to the table. So thank you. Starts within organization. It's a powerful organization to be able to reduce the recidivism rate. If I could just be just a little branch when these guys come out to ask any question that they can. I told them, I said, you guys call me anytime. I pick up my phone, make sure I return your phone call. Anything in regards to real estate and finances, we just want to be a little bit of a branch just to give back and to help them, because that's what it's about. It starts within. We have an obligation, obviously, to do this.
Absolutely, absolutely. So like interacting with the guys, do you see like some similarities between you and them? Because, you know, a lot of times we see these movies and we see, you know, media, and we think that the guy inside of the institution is a monster and they're going to eat your head off, right? Do you see any similarities?
I see myself in all of them.
Wow.
And you know what? You know, I tried to come in here with an open mind. It's my first time ever walking through prison doors. So I tried to come in with an open mind, but I was so excited. And I saw myself in all of those individuals. I'm a guy, I'm a business owner, but so is those guys. They, you know, the only thing that obviously has separated us was just maybe some decision making, but our hearts, our compassion, I felt the compassion and love inside that room. And so you couldn't have told me driving up that you'd feel compassion and love within inside the room. I did. I felt it. We are no different. It's literally just a matter of just maybe one choice, one decision that we make, and, you know, at the wrong place at the wrong time. I could have been any one of those guys, but those guys are smart. They're intelligent. They're astute. They have studied. You know, those guys are sharp. And so, you know, the preconceived ideas of, you know, what is it going to be like with these inmates, you know, are they terrorists or what? No, throw all of that out the window. These guys are very, very knowledgeable, and they're sharp. And, you know, we're really, as our job as civilians, it should be, obviously, is to, when you see individuals and seek individuals, is to obviously be able to try to, you know, pour back and give in. And it's not just a saying. We really have to get out there and go do it. You could put yourself for 3 hours into their shoes. So I'm humbled just to go into their facility for 3 hours and take 3 hours of their time. So for me, it wasn't a matter of giving up my time. It was 3 hours to be with them, you know. So I'm honored to be with them, you know. So that's how I look at it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate that, brother. And that's what I always say is that, man, it takes more than just one. It takes a village to turn this thing around, man. Right. And it's just like, it's some of us have the skills and the gifts to be able to take care of these problems, and that's what it takes. Just the knowledge that is out there and in our communities, man. We can make a difference, and I really do feel like that we are making a difference with this. These guys are inspired because they are getting some new information that they haven't been exposed to. and that's powerful. So now these guys, they are talking about 24 months that they need to do to get their work history, to get their mortgage, right? So changes the game, right? Changes the game, changes the game. So, and in closing, I just want you to just cover some of your background, you know, your credentials.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've been licensed for 12 years, been a licensed real estate broker for 6 years, got a BSBA out of Ohio Dominican with a minor in finance, so had the good privilege and honor of serving the real estate community in Columbus for 12 years, RE/MAX agent for 6 years, and a broker for 6 years. We opened up our doors in 2010 and just constantly serving the community. We service large clients, large corporate clients, Department of HUD, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, as well as the general public. So we've been very fortunate and blessed to serve. So yeah, have a wife, 2 kids, married 15 years. So it's been real. It's been a journey.
That's good stuff. And that's another thing too, Antonio, is that they get a chance to see something else, because you got to think about the images that are being seen in these communities. It's not the individual who owns his business. It's not the individual that has been married for such and such years, that has his children, that is talking about the things that you talk about. And that's what we are doing, is we are exposing to them a new culture that they are not used to. Right? So then this is what it is. We are changing the culture, and we are doing that within the mindsets.
Very powerful. Like I said, I'm just fortunate enough to touch the hem of this man's garment on this organization. He's so clean over here. He's being modest about it. But yeah, this organization is powerful. I'm so excited to whatever I can do. I told him anytime he needs me, I'm a text or a phone call away to offer just a little bit of resources there. Because like I said, these individuals, they're no different than you and I. And that's huge to me. I'm gonna go home refreshed and encouraged to know that individuals are being rehabilitated and they're receiving information that's gonna be life-changing, that they're gonna come out and be better.
Absolutely.
And so, if we can play a small, itty-bitty part of this man's vision and what he's doing, it needs to go across the world, across the United States. It's a now message, the message of change. The message of information and receiving information, especially in certain communities, he's got it. And so whatever it needs to be done to be spread across the nation, man, I'm just excited for you, your vision that God's given you, because it's powerful. Like I said, it's a matter of decision making.
Absolutely.
What you're doing and what you're doing to really penetrate, detention homes, federal prisons, and so on. We're changed for life.
Absolutely, man.
We're changed for life.
Absolutely. Well, that's what Antonio can say today, is he can say, man, I went into the penitentiary, man. I went in and I came out, man. A new man. A changed man.
Like, 3 hours. We went at it, man.
3 hours, man. And they was hungry,
man. They was hungry, man.
They was hungry,
guys
man.
Were just, oh my God.
They had all the questions in the world, man.
Yeah. Couldn't even finish my presentation on point. I knew it was going to be like that.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah, those guys were just pulling and man, you know what? I'm fired up. I'm like crazy going home right now. Like, wow.
Absolutely.
I never experienced anything like that, And like I said, you go in, you can't go in with preconceived ideas or notions. You just got to let your guard down and expose everything. But it was so real, so genuine. These guys are hungry. They're motivated, and the thirst for knowledge is what really just kind of got me like so excited, because I'm like, man, they're hungry.
Absolutely.
They're just taking everything that we're giving them, and they're digesting it, and they're asking questions back, so they're so engaged. Nothing like being able to talk to a group of individuals that are engaged.
Absolutely.
And when you got engagement, then you're doing, obviously, the conversation's holding up pretty well. So, but yeah, we could be a small branch of what starts within an organization. Like I said, this is a life-changing movement, a movement there that is going to obviously turn the penitentiary on its head.
Ain't no doubt. Stay in the community on its feet. With that being said, before change can be seen externally, change must be done internally.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh man, you got me buzzing, brother.
I'm telling you, man. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm like about to call his wife like, yeah.